wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride.
All right, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? CJ back once again for Kung Fu Night, and we are here once again for some community. We're on season 2, episode 2. Excuse me, season 2, episode 4. All right, caught me slipping. Basic rocket science. I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let me get right into it.
City College has a space simulator.
We know. Close the door.
Pretty soon, they will have an astronaut on their brochure. What do you think happens to enrollment then?
The blood?
And I don't want to watch it become a city college. We make Greendale, not City College, the first community college to pretend to be a man in space.
Do we even have a simulator?
I like this
We could
guy.
get one. It could use a good wash.
25 years, something like that? 28
I've got
years?
just the crew to wash it.
This is real time. They're walking in real time.
Walking in slow-mo now.
The obscene entry you submitted in the Greendale School Flag Contest.
That's right. I know that this isn't a symbol for the crossroads of ideas. I now know it's a but.
I saw that while I was like looking at community
Guess
logos. That flag showed up.
How do you know it was our design? We submitted it anonymously. Whoops.
One of you actually came forward.
Annie.
What?
Now that while you scrub it, you will find the school pride in your hearts.
After we clean it, can we go inside?
No. That is a job for some upstanding students who are training right
I mean, do I have a dirty mind, or is that what they're going for?
Man, I remember this thing from high school. During field trips, we used to sneak inside and get to praying.
Oh, that's nice.
We should take a coffee break.
It's more beautiful than I ever imagined.
You
I
never
like this music.
My dad never let me. He always had a grudge against fast food restaurants. They almost wiped out his falafel stand.
Of course. That wasn't Abed, was it?
But you may call me Sanders.
The Colonel.
Look for the handle. There's gotta be a handle on the
Pierce.
door.
We don't know that. It was the 80s. Everybody who made this was Uncle Kane.
We can't be in here.
I'm sealing the cabin's air so you don't explode on your journey. I want you to be safe.
Did you just threaten me?
Pierce, you're talking to an Atari cartridge. Sit down. I think we're being towed.
Ah, there you go. This thing was parked in like 5 handicap spots. He was ready to go though, and he looked. He looked up. He thought it actually went to space.
Can anyone get a phone signal?
No.
Mine's working, but it's a black guy with the wrong number again.
That is an iPod, and you are listening to Wesley Snipes' audiobook.
Well, he sure is.
If I do this, it will solve everything.
Play the game.
This is all my fault.
Very much so. Hey, when you go fishing, sometimes...
We are 40 light years outside of the Buttermilk Nebula.
Buttermilk
Yeah,
biscuits.
it's
This thing is being towed with us in it. Assuming we don't wind up in a compactor, when we get back, I'm going to step on you.
As much as I might enjoy that, Jeffrey, if you don't get back here in time for the launch, City College wins.
Oh, he definitely would.
I was supposed to be on that thing. I know how she works.
Hey,
I don't know what this movie reference is, but I'm feeling the vibes. With the beginning, it seems Armageddon-like, but I'll talk about that afterwards.
By doing the simulation. Look at the panel on your right and tell me your recipe.
original.
How many pieces?
6.
Flavor heading?
Tasty.
We need to get up to delicious.
That makes sense.
Keep your herbs and spices balanced.
Your
while the crew
herbs and
helps you with teamwork.
spices.
Guys, we can get the window open if you man your terminals and we complete the simulation.
My readings indicate the need for cooperation.
I hate to pull rank on you, but I need you to man your station now, Jeff.
My readings indicate Pierce. Pierce, my readings indicate you're going to die alone.
Oh shit, he's losing it.
Why is he saying that to me?
I knew it!
I'm bugging base.
I worked out a way for them to reroute the power from the auxiliary battery.
Reroute to what?
everybody, from Greendale, we can drive to haul them back up here in time for the
Diverting the
simulated
power,
launch.
rerouting the pattern.
These are city impound lots.
Looks like you've circled public restrooms and truck stops. Yeah, there's another one.
Okay, that is a different side of the map, and
Oh, the dean.
Come on.
We know what he likes to do in his spare time.
Guys, please, you're becoming animals. Oh, shut up. We wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. That's not true. We weren't supposed to be in here when it happened. They set it up. I called
Why?
City College about transferring, and then you guys were late, and then... Wait, you're transferring? Why? You guys thought that butthole flag was...
Our school may be a toilet, but it's our toilet. Nobody craps in it but us.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
Yes! This is like a Power Rangers or like fucking Star Trek or some shit. I don't know. That's it?
Congratulations, crew. You worked together.
Keep in mind, this simulation is
Everybody be quiet.
for
Everybody
what,
quiet down,
like
quiet down.
second graders? The soundtrack is, they're killing it this episode.
Here, right next to the truck stop with 3 thumbs.
those aren't thumbs.
Oh.
Feast your eyes on the one
Oh.
My mommy, I'm her man!
Say, get off my mommy?
Greendale beating City College into simulated space. Unless you're having trouble locating your ship.
This motherfucker.
Next time you provoke City College, you will lose more than a Winnebago.
You see him enjoying that?
Greendale, come in. Eddie, left on Apple.
Hold tight.
This fucking music.
Hi.
This is exactly what they do in this show, these movies.
Oh, you know
Actually,
what?
I'll talk about it afterwards. The slow motion run. Yeah!
I suppose you're not City College material after all.
Thank you.
This is recycled so much.
Abed, want to take a seat in the captain's chair? I think you've earned it.
No thanks. I can't imagine anything that could have been cooler than what I've done today.
The sound team and production team just killed it. Oh my god.
I got a bogey on my 6.
Yeah, I'm on your 6.
Evasive maneuvers.
Are about to
Oh
become.
shit.
Still on your 6.
I took evasive maneuvers. You can't be on my 6.
Then I'm on your 12.
Spaceships!
Let me just say that the sound and production team absolutely killed it this episode. We had they absolutely sold the vibe that they were going for every single scene that we had. And what was especially noticeable was that last race to get back to the festival or the events or whatever. And that's such a style of production or a little plot line or how they cap off a show or cap off a movie. That's such a concept that has been used so much. It seemed very 2000s, maybe late 90s, 2000s, and this style typically comes from. I don't think it was considered bad at the time, but like, you know, early 2000s, but it got bad as people continued to play it out. But you know, it's like you have that situations like, Johnny, we gotta get you back to the big cook-off. Oh, but there's no time. We're not gonna make it. Oh, and the wheelman comes around. I'll get us there. And then you have the music, and then, you know, all that stuff. The triumphant music when they finally get there and everything. And just in the nick of time. It was just amazing. So let's jump over to some of this space stuff. I haven't seen a ton of classic space movies, but I feel like there were a lot of references in here. The very first scene in this episode where they had the shot of the dude's legs running to HQ, to the command center. I'm relatively sure that in Armageddon with Ben Affleck, Bruce Willis, a lot of other people, I think they had a scene just like that. That's always the scene that comes out, of course, when there's that important news to deliver. We have an asteroid that's breaking through the atmosphere, or it's going to hit here in 3 days. We have to drill, whatever the case may be. That seemed to be what they were going for in that situation. I loved how many of them are there? Five of them or six of them. I love the quintuple shot. I don't know. That's what I'm going for. 5 or 6 of them, however many there are. I love the shot of all of them just kind of like blocked out, and like here, there, I don't know, there, here, and there, just like, they're like, all right, guys, let's go. That kind of thing. Again, seemed very Power Rangers or Voltron, something like that. Could even be Star Trek, but I haven't seen too much of that. That's just kind of how I visualize it. So Star Trek fans, either tell me I'm right or tell me I'm absolutely wrong on that. I couldn't help but also think, speaking of space stuff, I couldn't help but think of that episode of Black Mirror whenever you have the guy that has all the pretty much hostages on his spaceship, spoilers, and they're pretty much acting in the same style, the same theme. You have the captain, and they have to go on adventures, different things like that. But it's a Black Mirror show, so it's gonna fuck with you. Anyways, I'm just gonna stick to talking about Community here. So Annie was the one. We thought Annie would have been the one that told about the flag, but she just wanted to get things towed so she could transfer, because what was her reasoning again? I think, she didn't like everyone making fun of the school. That's what it was, I think. She's got some, good on her for that. I would have thought it would have been Annie, but hey, I was wrong on that regard. So, what else? Pierce was losing his mind this episode. He had one line that really made me scratch my head. He said, "Get off my mommy." Pierce has been through some trauma in his life, it would seem. What else? Definitely KFC product placement during this time. And you best be sure they needed it, because they had fallen off. I remember being a kid, dad would come home with KFC. Shit was good. Years went by. No longer tasted as good. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna say the quality went down, but it's very possible that my tastes became more acquired, and I discovered new things that were better. And then I realized how trash KFC was. So let's see. The only movie, and this is such a random movie to think about, but Liar Liar with Jim Carrey came out in 90 something, I think. And the very end, there's a scene actually just like this, in how much of a time crunch it was. Okay, so main character Jim Carrey has to rush to get to the airport, and he is like just getting out of jail or something, and he's like, I gotta get there, I still have a chance, I can do it, I can get there. Very Jim Carrey type stuff. And then the soundtrack, very, very, very similar to what's going on here, just with a little chase and the race against time to get to point, whatever, airport or festival, whatever. I could not help but think of that. I know this concept has been recycled a number of times, but that's the one that really, really jumped at me, just due to the sheer number of times I have seen that movie. Love it still to this day, but So I think that wraps up my thoughts for this reaction, you guys. I'm going to close this one out. If you enjoyed this reaction, leave a like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you know when the next community reactions are coming out. I'm not sure the name of the next episode, but that one is available on Patreon, depending how you're watching this. Again, comment, let me know what you think. Loving this show. By now there should be a tier list out there with my rankings and favorite characters. Check out that video if you haven't seen it as of yet. Check out the gaming channel, and I think that is going to wrap it up, you guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
I wanna take you for a ride.